Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now near Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm on the road on my way to Florida to see my parents. Uh, I have an, if you want to find anything about me, go to MySpace where I have a page. And I also have an account with Twitter and Facebook. It's kind of late here at night and kind of tired, and I just wanted to make this quick video about something that's very serious um, and something I've encountered just about every time I've lived in Las Vegas, and I've lived there quite a few times. I got two brothers that live there, and they've lived there all their lives pretty much. And I'm quite familiar with the city. And the last time, of course, I was there was like 2 years ago. Last time I actually lived there for a long period of time was in 1999. And one of the things that Las Vegas, besides having a kind of a very unusual crime rate in certain areas, like in the north side, they have something that women in particular need to be aware of, and that are stalkers. That city has got more stalkers in it than probably LA, San Francisco, and Miami combined. In 96 and 97, I worked for the Holiday Inn Casino and Boardwalk. I worked promotion. I worked outside selling tickets for, helping a Elvis impersonator, Charlie Chaplin impersonator, get people to come see their shows and sell tickets. And the unknown comic, he was performing there at the time. And one of the things I've noticed is that some of our female employees at the promotion department were having problems with these stalkers. These were men coming in, asking them out for dates, and some of these girls were married. And the girls would tell them, "Look, I'm married." Well, and they would reply, "Well, I don't care." And after they brushed them off, told them they're not interested, these freaks would still hang around the casino outside. One stalker came in with his wife and kid. And I'm up there at the promotion booth. He comes in there asking for a girl named Marla, one of the employees there. I told her that she's not interested in you, because she had already pointed out to him days before about this guy. And he said, "Well, I brought her some flowers." "She's not interested in you. Won't you give those flowers to your wife over there?" And he would just walk around, and his wife and them would talk back and forth. And I don't know what was going on. That is the freakiest thing I've ever seen in my life, where a stalker is trying to stalk a woman with his wife present with him, pretty much not right with him, but in the same area. And their kid just wandering around the casino half the time when they weren't supposed to. Some of these girls I had to escort home. And one of the girls that I was dating, I had to escort her home sometimes. And I can go back all the way back to 1978, and I've realized in some of the places I've lived and worked at in Vegas that stalkers seem to be everywhere in that place. When I worked for the Klondike in summer of '99, part of the fall, the same problem we had there. I had female guests and female employees at the Klondike. I worked loss prevention at the time, coming up to me and just continuously complaining about these guys following her. I'd go outside, like these. I don't know how many female guests I had that seemed like a nightly thing, coming up and complaining about somebody following them. And I'd go out there and I'd have to run somebody off, or that I'd have somebody next in another room, looking in the window of some lady or ladies in the next room. And even on my time off, when I'm in the downtown area or just around Vegas or I'm out with friends and stuff, I still every now and then encounter people complaining about stalkers. So I'm a warning to females in particular. When you go to Vegas to visit, or if you go there to do business, or you go there just to work, you're going to live there and work, be well aware that there are stalkers in that city that are quite numerous, or there's just a lot of them. I've lived in Dallas, I've lived in Honolulu, Jacksonville, Atlanta. I've never seen anything there compared to what I've seen in Vegas. So you need to be aware of that. And you need to be very aware of who's around you. And just be aware that there are guys out there that you could be married, you could be pregnant, you could be, I don't know, you could have leprosy, and you'll still get stalked. That's the kind of freaks, a number of freaks you got out there. That's what you're going to have to contend with, possibly. Be aware of that. Turn these guys off as fast as you can. I don't care what you look like or what you don't look like. Turn them off fast and to the point. And if they continue to hang around, you get on the phone, you call the police. If you're at work or some casino, you get a supervisor or a security person to deal with them. You may have to get a cop to deal with them, to be very honest with you. Uh, I don't know. I've never met a woman that says she's gone out on a date with a stalker, so I don't get it. But I do think that um, it is a crime. It is serious. It is dangerous, and a number of people have lost their lives. Mostly women have lost their lives to these idiots. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know what they're expecting in return. I don't get it. Uh, and I'm sure most women don't get it. So if you go to Vegas, you're female, be very well aware of that. Just be aware that they're there. They can be married. Wouldn't surprise me if some of them are ministers, are priests. It could be a co-worker. It could just be a guest, a visitor, or something like that. And just because they have a wife or kids, it doesn't seem to matter. It's just kind of like I can remember all the times when I lived in Vegas, and when I'm working outside in a casino or somewhere, or even inside, some guy comes up to me, asks me where he can find a prostitute, and has with him his wife. And in one instance there in 99, his kid in a car. They just come up in front of the Klondike. I'm outside. He walks right up to, well, actually, he just drives right up to me. He asked me, where can you find a prostitute? And I kind of look down. His wife's sitting right there. She's looking at me too. Kid sitting in there in the back seat. Actually, I think he had a second one under a blanket back there. I had explained to him, prostitution in Las Vegas is illegal. And I just told him to get lost. That's what you get there. Vegas has a lot of good people, though. Don't misunderstand me. A lot of good people. But it brings in the weirdos and the freaks. And unfortunately, if you're a female and you go there, you need to be aware of that. Bring you a lot of mace, get you a stun gun, whatever it takes. But be aware that city has got a lot of stalkers in it. Married, unmarried, that make any difference. You can look like Godzilla, but make a difference to them. They'll still stalk you. And you need to be aware of that. That's kind of like that anywhere in America, but it's particularly true there. So be careful and turn these guys off just as fast as you can, and don't play any games with them. Be careful you don't get hurt or killed. Some of these idiots will kill you, or they'll hurt you, or anything else. And unfortunately, you kind of wonder why God made such people in the first place, because He knew when He created them what they're going to do later in life, that they're going to be murderers, kind of like you wish He hadn't created Hitler or Pol Pot or Castro or whoever, or Chavez. But He did. And that's the world we live in. It's a cursed world. And stalking, for whatever reason it is, for whatever these freaks get out of it, I don't know. They're there, and they're all over Vegas, and you need to be aware of that. And so if you go there to visit, work, do business, whatever, be careful. Just be very careful. And have a good time, and just be aware of your surroundings and who's around you. You encounter one, turn them off real fast. But do it safely. Be smart about it. And if you can, stay with friends. Most of the time when you're with friends, they'll leave you alone. But the one in 96 and 97, the stalkers I encountered there at work, man, they didn't care. They just did not care. They were just in love or obsessed with, some of our ladies in the casino in our promotions department. It was just unbelievable. Anyway, be careful, and hope I'm just trying to give a warning, and hope this helps a little bit.